What's going on, guys? Today I wanted to make a little video talking about why NHL gamers today are such tryhards and trying to answer that question and kind of just give you guys a little breakdown of how I classify this new kind of age of tryhards, if you will. So I've been playing NHL since '06, NHL '06. So it's almost been 20 years that I've been on this game. And I have experienced NHL online gameplay from the beginning, from the beginning of Online Versus to the beginning of EASHL to HUT, all of it. I've been there. I've played it from the beginning. I've played a lot of it. And I consider myself a above average player. But I've never played NHL in a way that I think a lot of sweatier players today kind of play it, in that people, the freaking the puck ragging, the just abusing of glitches, and just like this boring style of gameplay that drives me nuts, particularly on EASHL. I know I'm playing HUT right now. I'm playing squad battles because this is what this is what online gameplay has done to me. It makes me just want to go play squad battles instead and just relax and enjoy my life. But people on EASHL, I don't know what it is. I play a good amount of it with my friends. But people on EASHL are once you get in a sweaty lobby there, like say you're playing against diamonds or elites, you'll find like the style of game just changes so much, and what people do, especially this year. There's, I don't know what it is, but in EASHL, there's this like this way that you can skate. There's like this skating style. I don't know what the hell I still haven't figured it out this year. I don't know, but a lot of kids do it, and they hold the puck, like they puck protect, and they just, and it gives you like a little speed boost, and it's just this like glitchy, stupid way of skating, and they'll do stuff like that, and then they'll puck rag and try to get full pressure and tire you out, and sometimes you'll get teams where they'll get, like, we'll play games where teams will have like 15 minutes time on attack, and we'll have like 5 6, but we win the game, and we win the game convincingly. But it's just because they freaking puck rag and puck rag and puck and do nothing with it. This is probably one of the strangest things about it, is that some of the sweatiest, just try hard players on this game, whether it's ESHL or HUT or Versus, they like they don't shoot, they don't score, they freaking they just hold the puck. That's it. They hold the puck. They don't take any chances. They don't try. Like, there's just, it feels like the fun style of NHL has kind of gone to the wayside. Like, people just don't, and even at like the most competitive level, like people just won't take chances. Like, personally, like, even if I'm playing in a game that is competitive and a little sweaty on here, like, I still take chances. I still kind of, I have fun with it. I don't, because at the end of the day, it's just a game. But I'll tell that to some people on here. Oh my goodness. But, and I've just, it sucks. It sucks seeing just the way the game is played now, the the way people just abuse things on this game. It makes competing on it way less fun, and sometimes it feels like less of the better player won, and more of that guy just knows how to abuse the certain mechanics of the game that are going to give him a good opportunity to win. And that person doesn't always win. Like I told you guys, I play plenty of games on ESHL where kids will just puck rag and they don't do anything with it. And yeah, if you're a better player, you can still beat those guys. And even if they know all the glitches, they know the skating glitches and what have you, you can still find ways to beat these guys. It's not impossible. It's just, to me, it's not even about win or lose. It's just like the way that you're playing the game, and that's been my biggest problem. Like, if somebody beats me and they're playing the game, like, honestly, I guess, for lack of a better way of putting it, but they're just, they're playing it fair. They're just a really good fucking player, and they're making plays. They're having fun, and they're just really good at the game. I tip my cap to those guys. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and bitch and moan about those players. Like those players, like, you know, fair game. You know, may the better player win. I I have no problem losing games like that. My problem comes down again to those people that just can find those stupid freaking mechanics and just abuse stuff and again make the game very boring. And that causes me to go and play stuff like this. Like I'm playing squad battles right now. Granted, I'm grinding they released like some warp speed event, so I'm just grinding out this event, and you know I take some warp speed players and play on a low difficulty and just do challenges and squad battles. Hella relaxing, really enjoyable. Probably some of the most fun that I have on NHL today is just going and playing offline and playing squad battles in particular. Like this is probably my most just in terms of like how much I enjoy game modes on NHL now. This is probably up there. It's probably number one, honestly. And it's just because again, like that online, like I can't even. I used to love playing online versus, and I run into this on online versus now too, where guys are just like the style of game has changed so much, and it's like, look, I can I can do the same thing. You know, I can go take the puck and just skate around for 20 minutes and do nothing with it, but who the hell's having fun doing that? I don't care if I win. You know, even if I beat you 1-0, but I held the puck for 20 minutes and shot it like 4 times. What's the fun in that? You know, to me, there isn't. I would rather lose a 6-5 game, but have it be an honest, back and forth, fun, you know, just close hockey game than what some people turn it into. And again, as someone that has been playing the series for years, like, you know, you've always had people that abuse mechanics in the game. You've always had people that abuse glitches and find, you know, cheesy ways to play the game. That has always been in NHL for as long as this series has been out. This has been part of the way things are on NHL. It's just it is what it is. But it feels way more prominent now than it ever has before. At least on like amongst the you know upper echelon of players and the just the raw amount of players that you see doing stuff like this and playing like this. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is. Maybe there's just more players on NHL. That could be the thing. That could be the thing too. I mean, there's way more people playing this game than there were, you know, 10, 15 years ago. It's just the way it is. But I don't know. It's just it felt like the NHL community, the NHL gaming community, 10, 15 years ago was just so different. It was so chill. Like I remember like loading up drop in games back in, you know, '09 when ESHL came out and just how fun it was, like how chill people were. And like granted, you could still find some pretty good drop in lobbies today, but there's a lot of sweaty drop in lobbies too. That wasn't a thing in '09. People on '09 were just having fun, you know, like just it was so different. And it's one of those things that like you kind of had to be there to experience it to understand. Like you got people really sweating and trying on drop-ins now because of the RP system and I mean you could go play quick play and but even quick play on ESHL, there's some really sweaty quick play games, and it's like it's crazy, man. It's just the way people are playing now is so different. It used to feel way more fun, and now it's just everything is so serious. I don't know if it's because of RP systems. I don't know if it's because the stakes are higher and everything is just more competitive, so people change their style. And maybe because things used to be more low stakes back on the old NHL games, people played differently, and people just, you know, were more willing to kind of goof around and not try as hard. I don't know. I don't want to, you know, I know the classic response that is sounds like a skill issue. I know that's, you know, what most people will say. But again, I've been playing this game 20 years. I know my skill level. I'm not bad. I can hang with a lot of people on this game, and I know the difference when I'm losing somebody that, you know, is a really good player and they're playing the game fair to me, at least to me, fairly and in a a fun way against people that are just again abusing mechanics and just boring, stale style of gameplay that is just so freaking prevalent. And I don't know if this ever changes now. Like I think this is just what NHL is, unfortunately. Um, I think at least with puck ragging, I don't under they change puck ragging. They make it so you can't puck rag in the defensive zone because your guys will get tired and they get bricks in their skates. Something that I haven't understood is why have they not made it so if you puck rag in the offensive zone, it's the same thing. I, anybody that has played NHL against people like this, you'll find that some of the most puck ragging you'll find is in the offensive zone. And it's guys that just they get the puck and they hold it like this, they just hold and they wait, they just keep passing it around, doing nothing. Granted, it's offensive zone time, so you do what you want, but it's like, oh my god, like if you haven't shot the puck in over like a minute of time on attack, like maybe give a penalty for that. No, like that's kind of the way that I see it. I don't know, but I just wanted to share my thoughts a little bit on this. Just kind of give you my take on the state of online NHL gameplay and kind of the way things I feel things have changed for the worse. I still love playing NHL online. I will always play NHL online, whatever game mode it is. It's just it sucks to see the way things are today because there was a time that it wasn't like this and it wasn't, you know, as ridiculous as it is. And I think this has turned a lot of people away from the series. Like if your online experience is just negative, like and it's consistently negative and you're running into so many people like this, you're gonna get to a point where I mean, hut online. I can't play hut online. I can't because it's just, and I played a little this year, but I played way more hut offline than online, and that's just again because hut brings out the absolute worst in people. Like it brings out the freaking the just the worst gameplay you can imagine from hut player. Like it's brutal, brutal. And I can't, I don't have the mental energy for it anymore. I don't know about you guys, but I'm at a point with hut where I'm like it's just not even worth it. It's to deal with some of the stuff that you see. A lot of what I talked about today was ESHL. I still play. I play a lot of ESHL. I put up with it, but hut, you know, I I throw in the virtual towel for that one, and I'll let other people deal with the nonsense and all of that fun stuff. But it sucks because on like NHL 14, I loved playing online hut. It was one of my favorite things, like going and taking, because this year I built a really good team offline. I don't really use them online because I know what's lurking out there, and I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, do I really want to deal with that? No, no, because I know it's not 2014. Who's playing online is a lot different from who was playing online 10 years ago, and that's a shame. It's a shame because it definitely was much different before, and it was much more laid back. Things were fun. There was still competition. People still wanted to win, but it wasn't the way things are now. And I don't know if we ever get back to a point like that. I don't know if things can ever get to that level of just chill and fun. I don't know. I hope we do. I don't know how we get back there, but just wanted to kind of give you guys my thoughts. I'd love to know what you guys think. Like, are you going through the same experience? Do you still play NHL online? Are you playing NHL 25 offline? Do you just play, I know a lot of people love franchise mode. Are you playing, do you just do play now with your buddies? Do you, I don't know what are their offline season modes, stuff like that. Be a pro, obviously. Like where do you guys stand on that? Are you still enjoying the online experience? Love to hear your thoughts. definitely let me know in the comments below what your NHL 25 online experience is like. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to check this video out. If you don't mind, hit like and subscribe. It goes a long way. Appreciate you guys. I'll talk to you again soon.